do you think makes Kamala qualified to become the next president of the United States?
That she's not Trump, and that she's a woman. It's the time for the woman, so she's ready to be a leader.
In the age of hyperreality, where perception outweighs substance, we must question the authenticity of those who hold power. This is especially true when we examine the rise of Kamala Harris, a figure who seems to embody the very concept of simulacra, a copy without an original. Today, we'll explore how Kamala Harris isn't just a politician, but a construct, a carefully designed simulation meant to manufacture consent. What is simulacra? French philosopher Jean Baudrillard described it as a representation of something that never actually existed, a simulation that becomes accepted as reality. When we look at Kamala Harris, we see a politician presented as a relatable, down-to-earth figure. But behind the image, is there any true substance, or is she merely a carefully crafted product? Harris, the current nominee for president, became the nominee because, well, we were told it, and every news outlet told us as well. Was there a better candidate? Of course there was. But our elites aren't selected based on democracy, leadership, or competency. They are selected by other elites, and we are told to accept them. Kamala is portrayed as a progressive, breaking barriers as the first female, Black, and South Asian vice president. But beyond these symbolic milestones, what does she actually represent? Is she a person with distinct beliefs and convictions, or merely a construct designed to simulate those traits? Is she Black?
You helped us win in 2020, and we're going to do it again in 2024.
Is she Indian?
Indian.
Yes.
Okay, and I don't know that everybody knows that.
It doesn't really matter what she actually is. She is whatever she says she is. Her political identity seems almost algorithmic, pieced together from focus groups, corporate endorsements, and media narratives. Each smile, each speech, every carefully chosen word seems less like an expression of genuine conviction and more like the output of a machine designed to maintain the status quo.
White guy tacos and
What is
like
that,
black,
like mayonnaise and tuna? What are you doing?
pretty much ground beef and cheese.
That's
and,
okay. Do you put any flavor in it?
No.
Oh.
This is where the concept of manufacturing consent comes into play. Harris isn't just a politician. She's a symbol, a construct built to placate different demographics while never truly challenging the structures of power. She represents change, but only the kind of change that is acceptable to those who pull the strings behind the scenes. Consider her record as California's Attorney General. On one hand, she promoted herself as a champion of criminal justice reform. On the other, she upheld practices that disproportionately harmed the communities she claimed to protect. This contradiction highlights the essence of simulacra, a surface that masks the absence of real change. The media amplifies this construct, turning Harris into a reflection of what people want to see rather than what she is. She is presented as a unifying figure, a bridge between different social and political factions, but in reality, she's a neutralizer, a simulation of progress that ensures real change remains out of reach. As we consume this simulation, we become a part of it, accepting the construct as reality. The smiling politician on our screens isn't a real person with flaws, ideas, and convictions. She's a projection, a tool used to shape public opinion and maintain power structures. But what is the ultimate purpose of this simulation? Manufacturing consent. Harris's carefully crafted image helps diffuse dissent, giving the illusion that real representation is taking place. Her persona is designed to reassure the public that progress is happening, even when the system remains fundamentally unchanged. Endless wars will be justified because the results of a broken system prove that it still works. Kamala Harris is more than a politician. She's a simulacrum, a construct built to simulate what a leader should be. But beneath that surface, we must ask ourselves, is there anything real? Or is she simply the latest product in an endless cycle of simulations?
And that's incredibly exciting. And, you know, she's Indian, she's black, she's everything. You can be more than one thing. It's incredible. You know, I'm Jewish and Irish. I wish I was black.